Hello, hello, and welcome to another developer stream here at World of Tanks Modern Armor. How's everyone doing today? Mr. Bam, how you doing?
We're doing good. Right as the rain's starting to downpour over here. It's clearly I think we had some stream problems just a moment ago. I'm gonna go with the rain, the storms.
It's definitely the rain, or maybe not. Who knows? But yeah, sorry about that. We had a little hiccup. Everything should be up and running now. I see our friends on Twitch. If you're watching on YouTube, go ahead and say hello to me just to make sure everything's going good. But
Hello, YouTube.
oh, there we go. Hello, YouTube. Awesome. So it's raining out here. Is that what the weather report's saying?
It be a raining.
Raining and cool. I think it felt like 55 earlier today. So
Yeah, I think we're going back up in temperature pretty soon. But
mhm.
but yeah.
But you know what? We're here to talk about everything tanks and tanks related. So why don't we go ahead and kick off our stream here, Mr. Bam?
Sure thing. Tanks and weather. Let's go. All right. So reminder, this week's update, of course, on tracks. We have been doing, we have brought back the on tracks, of course, and this week was about the Japanese heavies. So hopefully you guys had a chance to check those out. As you guys might remember, you can earn 25% extra XP for every battle for any of the on-track heavy tanks, including the Type 5 heavy, the Type 91, Type 95, the OIs, the ONI, OHO, and Type 4 heavy, and the Type 5 heavy. They also come with discounts in the tech tree as well. You can get 50% off for those tanks for the Type 91, Type 95, and the OIs, and then 30% off for the ONI, OHO, Type 4, and Type 5 heavies. So if those are tanks that you don't already have in your collection, the on-tracks are a good time to start making your way up that tech tree line. All right, up next, Commander War Chests. We have brought these back as well. These are the 4 gold war chests that you can purchase for just 400 gold a piece. We have various 2D commanders, and yes, if you are lucky enough, you can earn a few 3D commanders as well. Some of our 2D commanders that are offered in our Commander War Chests include Achilles, Hector of Troy, Tankz0rz favorite, Hercules, you got Pegasus, Hundun, Teoti, Taiwu, and a few others. And then for the 3D commanders, oh, I'm sorry, I forgot we had an asset to show. Yes. Here's some of those 2D commanders looking spiffy as always, but I have to comment, there is one of them in here.
That's my favorite one, my new favorite one.
It grosses me out. I'm not going to lie. Which one is that? Did you say Tankz0rz? You were just telling me about pre-stream.
Hundun. Yeah.
I don't think those wings are doing it much justice.
He looks marvelous and magnificent. We got one on stream on Tuesday, and it was a nice little surprise for Wing Racer. He was not expecting to see that.
I'm a fan of the blue tiger in the center bottom. I'm sorry. Which one is that one? I am very uninformed here.
The name should be in order on our list. So the one after Hundun.
Kianki.
Yeah.
Chuangi.
Yep.
Stellar. Yeah, shout out to our 2D artists. These commanders highly detailed and awesome. So again, those are available in the 400 gold war chests. But that's not all. We also have a few 3D commanders available in the war chests as well. So if you're very lucky, you can get these war chests, which also come with an additional skill slot opening right away. This includes Heinz Waltrafer Kraus, Leonard Lucky Hill, Phantom of Falloon, one of my favorites, and John Garvey. And that's our commanders in the Commander War Chests. Up next, we have our Name Your Price challenge ongoing as well. You get to pick between if you want to get some extra multipliers and earnings applied to either Silver XP or a Commander XP bonus. And then you complete challenges, and that will add multipliers on for the tasks that you complete them on. So by just dealing like 1,000 or more damage, assisting with 300 or more damage, and then simply damaging 3 enemies or more in a winning match, those will complete tasks to get you multipliers on XP, Silver, or Commander, based on whatever selection that you went with. Tankz0rz, seeing some comments. How was our YouTube stream looking here?
It looks like it's trying to hide itself. I could see it, but at the same time, I see that it's not there. So, just work with me. I'm trying to figure that out here.
Okay. I will postpone as long as I can before we do any giveaways. There is some hot giveaways today, and want to make sure, yes, that our YouTube viewers get a chance in on this as well. So, Betty, it's just being awkward. Is the YouTube channel being shy?
I believe so. Maybe it's the rain. Maybe it's not. We'll figure it out here in a second.
Okay. Well, let's continue on here. We actually have quite a lot to cover here, and some updates, some things that you guys, I know you are already know what's coming down next week, and we will share some of that news about that shortly. But also, we've announced this last week, and hopefully you guys had a chance to check it out on our portal website. It's Golden Week. We've brought back for year 2 our Golden Week event. Spin the tank wheel, and you can get some awesome prizes in game. This has been created specifically for the Golden Week of 2024. There are 2 versions of the wheel itself, both the silver wheel and now the golden wheel. The rewards will vary depending on which version of the wheel that you spin. Every golden or silver ticket you get will give you a chance to spin the respective wheel and win in-game prizes. So, some of the rules. Let's talk about this a bit. All you have to do is log into our companion website, select the version of the wheel that you would like to spin, and quick note, you must have the correct tickets to spin. I mean, if you visit the golden wheel, have golden tickets. Visit the silver wheel, you get the gist. A silver ticket will not work on the golden wheel and vice versa. And then, as it might sound, you spin the wheel and then you claim your reward. Another very important note, though, once you've spun the wheel, you will have 24 hours to log into the game in order to actually claim the reward. So recommend just once you make your spin, maybe that's what you do before you start your tanking session for the day. Spin your wheel and then log in ASAP, get your reward, and then you'll be ready for the next spin.
Awesome. But yeah. Thank you I see people mentioning that YouTube's working now, so hello YouTube. Also, important note just to make sure that everyone's aware, like you just mentioned, once you spin the wheel, log in to get your reward, and if it's not showing up for some reason, go ahead and restart the game. It should be there. But yeah.
Thank you, Tankz0rz. And hello YouTube. Apologies for some maintenance behind the scenes. Tankz0rz is doing his best, and we blame the rain. So let's talk a little bit about how you, the players, can earn some of these golden and silver tickets, because, of course, to spin the wheel, you need the tickets. Both tickets can be earned in various ways, such as just logging into the companion website for your very first time, logging in onto the website on certain Golden Week celebration days. Quick question, because I don't actually have this written up here for myself. This might be a question for KB, Tankz0rz, you might know. What days are the Golden Week celebration? Do we have that noted for the players somewhere? That might be, KB might know better.
Right. I don't have the exact dates here.
Okay. Well, I believe we keep everyone up to date, at least on the socials.
Right. Well,
here we go. Okay, KB just put it into the chat. Yes, our Golden Celebration days, April 30th, May 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Thank you, KB. And it's in the article as well. So yeah, simply logging in on those days will get you a golden ticket. We do various bonus codes that you can find on the website articles, social media, giveaways. I know some of our community contributors have also done giveaways of codes that you can also get tickets that way. And we have in-game challenges, such as winning 7 battles, earning some XP in those battles, and available twice per day, and playing even upwards of 100 battles for those very highly dedicated tankers in our amongst us in our community. Those are other ways that you can also earn some tickets. Silver tickets, all the same criteria that I had just provided, but for the in-game challenges, simply playing 25 battles a day can also get you silver tickets, and that will be available 5 times per day.
In addition to all the mystery codes that we also have scattered around for silver tickets.
Ooh.
Yeah, we dropped one on Tuesday when we were streaming live, so that was kind of cool.
Excellent.
Keep your eye out for that.
Is that a hint that we might be dropping a mystery code in this very stream?
I don't believe
am I twisting arms here? I might be saying things that are like, hey, no, bam, no.
Not today.
Not today. Okay. Last but not least, before we move on to the next subject here, of course, for all the challenges, if you guys choose to play in Japanese tanks, it will earn you 2 tickets instead of 1. So look at there. KB, the code fairy has not given me a code. I also did not have a code ready to give to everybody. That's on me. Anyway. Moving right along, we debuted a new tank that I think was that just this week it came out, or the week before. The new Vickers MBT. That was live as of this week. The Western Alliance Era 2 medium tank. This is a cross between a medium and a light tank that is played much more of a kind of a sniper medium role. It is lightly armored, so don't rely too much on its armor for its protection. Instead, lean into its light tank-like mobility and speed to take up advantageous positions while staying out of the enemy's crosshairs. This tank does shine with its weapon thanks to its quick reload and good overall gun handling characteristics. High damage output of over 3,700 DPM. Use this to really punish the enemy and just rack up that damage. So hopefully you guys had a chance to either at least see the Vickers MBT out on the battlefield in Era 2, or if you have it in your collection, would be very curious to know what do you guys think about the Vickers MBT 3?
It's definitely a keep moving and don't rely on your armor type of vehicle, but it does have very high DPM. So
scoot and shoot.
Oh, is that the technical term? The scoot and shoot?
Very, very technical. Yes, highly technical.
And here we have a little image of the wonderful Vickers MBT 3. And as I mentioned before, I like the I like vehicles that have the little smoke canister launchers on the side there. I think they look cool.
Some added bells and whistles. All right. And that's a wrap of what we had coming out just this week. So, yes. And hopefully you guys are doing well in the Tigers season, enjoying all the content and unlocks. Curious to know how far you guys had made it into the season itself, who's gotten that level 100 unlock reward already. But in any case, Tankz0rz, I think we're ready to talk a little bit about some of the content, news, and things coming as soon as next week, which I think the players, again, got a little bit of a hint of that already.
Oh, did we now?
Did we now? So yes, we did have a press release earlier this week. So let's dig on in and see what awesome new tanks and content is coming your way. Let's start it off.
Is it time to roll the tapes here?
Roll the tapes.
Well, Mr. Bam, what do you think about that?
Fantastic. I know players have been asking when is the Japanese TD line coming for quite a long time. And you guys seen it on Tuesday's stream, of course. I think Tankz0rz, you and KB and Winged Racer were there to kind of debut it and garner the excitement. And yes, coming this Tuesday, you guys will have a chance to jump into the Japanese TD line at last.
At last, yeah, definitely. People have always been asking, where are the Japanese TDs? The Japanese TDs. Well, they're here now.
Yeah. And along with that, I know it's new to Modern Armor to have the whole tech tree line in here. Some of you guys might be familiar because of our WoT PC counterparts, but there is, in fact, 3 new tanks in this tech tree. And the 2 new tanks on the tech tree line, and of course the 1 new premium that you probably spotted in the trailer as well. So we'll talk about those very quickly here. The Japanese tech tree line, in fact, starts at Tier 3. So both the Tier 3 and the Tier 4 tanks are brand new to World of Tanks Modern Armor. That is, of course, the Type 5 Horu and the Honi 1. So very exciting on that. This is a full line from Tier 3 all the way through Tier 10, as you have seen. But we also, of course, have the Tier 5 Type 3 Honi 3, the Type 95 Gyro, the Chi 2 SP, the Hori 2, and the Hori 1, which I should also mention, come with secondary weapons, smaller caliber guns, but a little bit of added gameplay mechanics if you guys want to target some of those modules and tracks on your enemies while your big cannon, your big gun is in a reload. And then, of course, a big... Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry. I was just going to mention here we see the Type 5 Kato on the right, and then we have the Tier 10 Hori 3 on the left. Beautiful, beautiful. The
low and the mid tiers of the TD line, they do start as kind of low armor snipers, but still work well as support tanks. And then going up from Tier 7, they get more and more armor and play, as you would expect, as standard tank destroyers. A lot of these tanks do tend to have larger caliber guns than their average tier for tier. The Honi, in fact, the Honi 1 has a fairly strong howitzer gun, and the Tier 10 has some of the highest penetration standard rounds in that of World War II itself. And across the line, pretty strong frontal armor, as one might expect, and much more. And then really quickly, let's talk about that new premium tank that we showcased in the trailer as well, the Tier 6 Premium Type 5 Kato, equipping a reliable 12 and 7 centimeters gun with great penetration and hits just as hard as a support in the front lines. Plays well as a midline vehicle thanks to his combo of good mobility and having some armor to bounce those rounds for same tier or lower tanks. All right. On the subject of the Type 5 Kato, Tankz0rz, we love to do giveaways here, don't we?
Absolutely.
How about this? 2 lucky winners for their chance to win garage slots. You guys get garage slots for this giveaway. Who wouldn't love a good, fancy garage slot? Am I right?
Mr. Bam, don't get me wrong, I love garage slots, but is that all that we're giving away this week?
Okay, let's throw the Type 5 Kato with it anyway. I mean, you're going to need a garage slot, so okay. You get the garage slot and you get the Kato.
Awesome. I was going to say we are releasing a new tank. I think it'd be customary, right, to also include this fancy new shiny vehicle.
God, can you imagine if that was our giveaways?
Not this week. Not this week. No.
It's a nice shiny garage slot, people. I should have worked that out for an April Fool's stream.
we missed our opportunity.
Just having some fun. Type 5 Kato, there's your giveaway link now, and we'll announce our winners after our Q&As.
If you'd like to enter for our giveaway, go ahead and click on that link, give us your Wargaming ID, and you'll be eligible for our giveaways today. And I saw some people asking last week that what do they have to do to claim said reward if they were to win? Absolutely nothing. You just sit tight and relax, and it'll auto-magically appear in your garage. So all thanks to our support staff. Magic.
Beautiful. Can you imagine if you're someone that like, I'm thinking about this in real life. Like, what if I left the stream like as a participant and I won the giveaway, and then I just look to my garage and literally a new vehicle just appears there. I'm like, oh, awesome. I mean, scary. Why did they get there? But I guess I won.
Yep. That's how it is in real life.
All right. Well, what else did we also announce and give players a little bit of a sneak peek of something to look forward to this week, right? I think there's another big IP collaboration that players were very excited about and have been asking for a while now.
Wait, is that actually supposed to be for this week?
For didn't we announce it? I think the players know.
Do they?
They're calling it out in chat. I think they know.
Oh, I mean, if they know, I guess we gotta just roll the tapes, right?
I think we have something to show them. We got one more trailer. Roll the tape.
There we have it, Mr. Bam. It is finally returned.
After so many years, I get it. I saw Blind Wild Dog, like, no, my girl's in Panzer tank. I know there's some exclusivity and feeling like that I got this tank and I get to be the only one feeling like you're rolling out into the battlefield. But hey, we say this so many times on this stream. Players ask, you guys, the community, are always asking, not just even Girls and Panzer, but so many IP collaborations and such that we get into our game. Like, when are they coming back? It's always something. We are working out negotiations, having those discussions to bring these back when we can. And so, yes, we worked out. Girls and Panzer is back to World of Tanks Modern Armor. And now is your chance to get a hold, not only just the tank this time, but we have much more going on as well. So let's get into the details. Well, you guys probably already seen that the article for this event has already been released, but here's a bit of a rundown. We do have a personal challenge. Pick your school and master your Sencha Do to earn the Girls und Panzer medium tank for yourselves. We have the community challenge as well. Earn points collectively and get extra rewards, such as the Panzer Vor inscription and the Boko Bear emblem. Earning points for the challenges can be done by dealing 1,200 or more damage in any number of given battles, destroying one or more vehicles in any number of battles, and I almost use the term simply surviving, but I know sometimes surviving can be a bit of a challenge. But surviving a battle, of course, is another way you can earn points as a community. Um, and of course, we have various store bundles that will include Girls und Panzer content, including new 2D commanders, one of which will have some unique voiceover. Miho Nishizumi, who will be available both in a group bundle as well as available separately. Miho Nishizumi will be available with the voiceover. But you can also, in various group bundles, get a hold of Sayori Takabe, Hana Isuzu, Yukari Akiyama, and Mako Raizai. Might have gotten some of those a little bit mispronunciated, but I gave it my best.
Sounded pretty good to me, Mr. Bam.
So those 2D commanders will also be available in various group bundles. Those do not have voiceovers. Just the first that I mentioned, Miho Nishizumi, will have the voiceover. I did not practice that all week. But thank you, Ricardo. And then we'll also have all various cosmetics available, emblems and inscriptions in the store, and various store bundles as well. And last but not least, let's not forget the Girls und Panzer medium tank is available to pick up too, and a new free starter pack. Head to the DLC section of the store tab to pick up your own free Girls und Panzer starter pack, complete with themed emblems and inscriptions.
Awesome. It's exciting to finally be able to tell the players about this content, because I've seen it a couple weeks in a row, or I mean I've seen it for a long time, but most recently I've seen it come up, in chat, like, hey, when are we doing Girls und Panzer? It's like, well, close my lips. In a couple weeks we'll be able to announce it. So awesome.
Not only in chat but also in the Q&As. I try to we get a lot of the same questions. And I try to space it out. Like, okay, we'll talk about it a little bit this time, but I give the same answer. Like, it's an IP collaboration. Can't say when, but it is here. And on that note, with IP collaborations, let's give you guys a little bit of a tanker safety announcement on all Girls und Panzer content, tanks, emblems, inscriptions, commanders, etc. The bundles for this content will be available starting on Tuesday until May 7th. So just a heads up. If this is content that you're thinking about and would love to have available, you have until May 7th. However, the challenges, the earned challenges, both the personal and the community challenge, will be running until May 21st. So you heard it here. We're giving you guys a fair a heads up warning. So don't miss out on your opportunity to get all the Girls und Panzer content.
Make sure to tell your platoon mates too, in case they had their eye on this tank, because once it's gone, we won't know if when it'll return again.
Absolutely. Okay. 1 week only to buy. Yes. Thank you, KB.
So, Mr. Bam, that's not all.
That's not all. You are correct. International Firefighters Day is coming up, observed on May 4th. So why not earn our John Garvey Commander by placing the top 5 XP earners on your team? This can be done 30 times, and you can have John Garvey added into your commander collection for yourselves. We don't have an asset to provide for John Garvey. I think we debuted him last year for the International Firefighters Day last year.
Right. No, I didn't pull one up, but
all good.
I'll pull one up for Tuesday.
Excellent. So that's May 4th. Well, the event starts on Tuesday, but the observed holiday is May 4th, of course. But what's happening in terms of May 5th? I think there's another kind of relatable holiday.
Cinco de Mayo.
Nice. Yes, we have a bonus chained challenge coming for Cinco de Mayo, where you can earn various rewards like silver, sugar skull emblems, and the flag of Mexico. Like I said, this is a challenge, a chained challenge op. By dealing 15,000 or more damage in any number of battles, earning 15,000 XP, 15 or more, destroying 15 or more vehicles, and even detecting them and assisting damage. All these things are the various steps and criteria for completing the challenge op to earn those rewards.
I was looking through some old files, and I actually just came across the sugar skulls last week. I was like, man, those guys are cool. And guess what? They're back now. So,
They're back.
I think there's a couple versions of them too. At least two, I remember. Cool looking stuff.
Very cool. Very cool. All right, and then our last announcement. We had a lot to talk about coming next week, but Twitch drops. We are on our second beta went very well. So we're going to scale it up just a little bit.
Yep.
Next week, watch the official World of Tanks Modern Armor streams, applicable both from our community contributors as well as our developer streams, for at least 90 minutes, and you can earn some rewards for doing so. A 30-minute stream watch will net you 10 enhanced rations. Watching a full hour stream collectively will earn you 4 times 4 commander boosters, and hitting that 90-minute mark will get you 10 times commander XP boosters.
And just a reminder, you'll need to claim these drops once you actually earn them, which means that you would have to go into your Twitch account, go ahead and click claim, and then they'll be in game for you. But a big thank you for everyone who participated in our beta test that we did for Twitch drops. So you definitely helped this initiative get pushed forward.
Absolutely. All right. I think that's going to take us over to our Q&As. Before we do so, let's drop one more time into the chat and kind of a reminder. Yes, we do have an active giveaway for a spectacular garage slot to 2 lucky users. Oh, plus the new Type 5 Horu. Did I say Type 5 Horu? Yes,
I think it's
Type 5 Kato.
Kato, yes.
Not the Tech Tree tank.
No. You got me there. I was like, wait, we're giving garage slots again? Awesome.
More garage slots. This is going to be a trend. I know it.
All right. Well, here we go. You ready for our questions time Q&As?
I am if you are.
First question here is, 1 second, please. That is the first question. There we go. There still aren't any plans.
Hold on. You're reading.
Wait a minute. I'm lost.
You're on the right page.
I'm on the right page. Here we go.
I answer. You do questions.
Many apologies here. My page is scooted over. When will Arty and Hellfire missiles be introduced into Cold War? Any plans for that?
So, I mean, Arty, Cold War comes up a lot, but I like that you guys are trying to spin this a little bit. Like, how do we add some extra and get some meatier answers out of it? Still, there are no plans on bringing artillery into Cold War. We've mentioned that many times, but we are currently looking into a few vehicles that would be applicable to equip Hellfire missiles. That's later down the line. There is no milestones in which we are targeting that for. It's just us on the design team starting to brainstorm, prototype, and create a lot of internal documentation on it.
Next question here. Any chance that we can get the Weasel variant with the 20mm autocannon? It might be better suited for Era 2, but would make fun addition to the game.
Autocannon Weasel variants. This is something we internally have interest in, and you can certainly expect that variant in a future update. No dates or specifics to give at this time. And really quick, I saw this come up. Boss Paul asking about, Golden Week's spin codes. No, we did mention this earlier. No codes or tickets to give out on this stream today.
But keep an eye out for our other medias. There might be one there. Let's see. Next question here. Can we get back tier 1 and tier 2 tanks for purchase, including premiums, in their own category, but not in the tech tree? Is there a way that we can make them possibly maybe even co-op only, or in a way that people can't just use it to like stat pad their account?
Right. So tier 1 and 2 tanks, this question comes up from time and time again. Genuinely interested, chat. Do you guys want to see your tier 1s and 2s back? I will tell you, I'm having conversations with live ops and production. We're thinking on it. Premium tanks, very likely, as we bring those back from time to time as part of our what do we call those? From the WoT bundles. Those you can still see and expect those to come back from time to time. But the tech tree tanks, right? The tech tree 1 and 2s, that's a lot of interest. So let me just say we're having conversations.
Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good. Yeah, it seems like a lot of people in chat saying yes. I saw a couple no's, but mostly all yeses. So it's nice that we have it at least in the talks.
Kills for fun. Wait. Why are we saying yes?
it's
what did I miss?
It's the lemming train of yeses. Everyone's got to type yes. Let's see. Next question here. Can contracts be changed so that the class restrictions are removed? The way it forces a huge percentage of players into certain classes sometimes can be a little bit difficult to find certain matches in certain vehicles. When about 2/3 of your team could be TDs or lights, it's it could be probably taking a look at here.
So, contracts, tech tree, new tech tree lines, challenge ops. We get it. There are a lot of things that come out that are like specific tank classes. And yes, this does kind of sway the matchmaker in which you will start to see more of that class tank in higher quantities in your matches. We do understand that, and we do see this becoming an increasingly common question, especially because we know that the Shriptic contract is ongoing. And, has a lot of people playing TDs for most of the contract stages. Just know, reached out to our live ops team and events authors. They are looking at opening the contract restrictions a little bit more. They're not getting rid of the class restrictions entirely, but going to kind of loosen it up to help mitigate and address the issue in certain ways. But also, I want to comment a little bit. I had a great conversation with Mr. SPG, in fact, talking about to address the original part of the question about like class restrictions in the matchmaker, right? Similar to what we did with like the SPGs, where there's a maximum of 3 SPGs per team, with mostly the matchmaker tries its best to keep it to 2. We really cannot apply class restrictions to other tanks. Reason being, like we do very well see that, yes, TDs have climbed up. We see this into the data itself, and we saw like heavies and mediums kind of drop. But here's some good examples here, and Mr. SVG can also back me up if I am misrepresenting here. Let's say we put a class restriction on TDs where it's 6 per class. You can't have more than 6 of them onto any given team. Honestly, you're not going to see any much change of what is happening in the game right now, because that's kind of where a lot of the matches do already have 6 of them per team. If we were to say drop it down to 5, a restriction of no more than 5 per team, this is the point in which queue times, even for the popular classes, will see significant increases, right? Moreover, you'd be seeing some popular, more bot teams, bot matches, and this will be even an occurrence during like high population hours during gameplay, right? So we're trying our best to mitigate, forcing players into more bot matches, of course. Not to mention, if we were to go very aggressive and reduce this to a restriction of 3 to even 4 tanks of that class per team, the queue will now increase significantly to the point where all players will start to see longer queue times and more bot matches, as it will struggle to best represent and balance the teams for everybody. This is a feature that is often requested, and yes, we've given it much thought and how we could safely implement it. But just to be clear, there's probably worse scenarios in which this could really hurt the matchmaker and impact players' like fun that they have joining into the games themselves. So that's the TLDR.
I have another question here coming up. It is the Mouse 2 as a premium tank.
The Mouse 2 premium tank.
No, Mouse 2 as a premium tank. They're like, they're shooting it out there like, what about this? Maybe a plan for some type of season pass, ultimate or something, They're
Well,
asking if they could get the Mouse 2 and call it, a heavy stubborn.
oh, well, you guys are leaking the news that we wanted to debut for next week. But no. Mouse 2, no current plans to release a premium Mouse 2. And I mean, maybe as an event tank, if we are running a lot more fun game mode events where we can possible. But just to be honest, even the current mouse in the tech tree was hard to squeeze in, even as a tier 10 tank. The stats of the Mouse 2 would be much higher. Mainly armor and the very much increased weight would make it much slower than a lot of our current than that of the current mouse, right? Also, to think about offsetting that increased armor firing rate would also likely drop. Would it perform well? I mean, probably. Would it be fun to play? Most likely not.
I like how someone mentioned it could be called the Mouse Squared.
Why not? Actually, I like Sunshine Girl's recommendation, a double barrel mouse.
Oh, there you go.
Like if we set up a PvE boss fight.
Right. Something not really
Marking that one down.
meant to be in the hands of the player, so it doesn't have to be so skewed in PvP. Interesting. We had a boss tank before, the Krampus. Remember?
The Krampus, yeah, we had that as a very brief boss fight in time.
That was a time.
Do we have a celebrity in the chat here today? I see a Jeff Gregg in the chat.
Listen, everyone's
hello, sir.
Here.
Jeff, it's good to see you, my friend. Thank you for taking time out of your day to see how Tankz0rz and I and the community are doing on our streams. Ahoy!
I missed the message, but there he is. I see him. Hello, Mr. Jeff. Awesome. All right. Next question here is, can we have a flamethrower perk called Firestarter and possibly increase the fire damage or the flame duration, say maybe 5 or 10%?
Personally, I like the idea. I mean, since it means players have more options for building a commander that's highly customized to their own kind of gameplay style in certain regards, right? Even though, sometimes we've heard that people are a little bit indifferent towards commander skills that are really specific use case like this, it is still a thing that we are exploring further. And shout out to Nick G, who is also in the chat. I see you hiding in there. He's been the one thinking a lot on commander skills. And we've also been talking a lot on how can we make commander skills more attractive and leaning into very class specific or even gameplay specific mechanics. Yes, it's going to be a bit more niche, but it does allow, as Nick had pointed out here, ways for players to really classify their commander set for a specific tank, right? We're thinking on it.
Awesome. Next question here. Is there any plans for Japanese Cold War tech tree lines?
There is plans. Oh, you guys want to know more?
Oh, I was waiting. I wasn't sure if we were done.
Let's just say, shout out to Plague, our lead vehicle designer. Yes, we have found a number of great tanks that would make a very applicable, strong tank line. But just know it's going to be a bit of a while before you see it. So,
alrighty.
Rolling out Japanese Cold War tech tree line, rolling out in the future.
Next question here is, can we please fix the MOLOT 3D skin so you can actually see the MOEs on your barrel, please? Any plans to address this?
So thank you to the user that submitted this. We got this right over into production and back into tank design to have a look at this. The MOEs, the visibility of it on the MOLOT in regards to the tank skin will be addressed in the next season update.
The next one's an interesting one. I don't think I've seen a similar question like this, but the user asks, what is the weight of an E100?
So this is without any equipment installed, right? The stock version of the E100 weighs in at an impressive 690 kilograms. And then with its top gun, goes up just a little bump of 129,860 kilograms.
So that looks like 290-ish pounds. 85,000 pounds. So,
Jeff's asking, does it actually include the, if it's fully fueled up, the ammunition, the weight of the crew?
The weight of the crew? Oh, no. I ate a lot of rations this morning.
We're going to add 1,000 kilograms on that one.
It's a lot of rations we got on board. Let's see. What about we do one more question, then we pull our winners here, Mr. Bam? What do you think?
Yes, sir.
Alrighty. Next question here is, how many heroes of Rasanai's medal have we had so far in the game?
All right. Shout out to Live Ops who dug into some of the data here. 315 unique players thus far have earned this medal. And 6 of those players of that 315 have managed to earn 2 of them. So congrats to you guys. I know we didn't do a battle feast or shout outs this week, but
Mr. SPG patting himself on the back over there.
Hey,
listen, well deserved.
Shout out to Mr. SPG. That's our shout outs for this week.
Mm-hmm. What does he get? He gets a Commander's War Chest, of course.
And a garage slot.
And a garage, just garage slots. That's
a nice shiny garage slot.
Nice.
Before we do the giveaways really quick, because I did see someone ask about it. Yes, KB, if it's cool, can we throw in the question, the survey for the questions that players can submit their questions for our next stream?
Absolutely. I believe the command should be an ! question. There we go.
There you go.
Let's go ahead and choose our winners.
Who's our lucky garage slot winners?
Well, yeah, we have 2 of them, so.
Plus the Type 5 Kato. Sorry, I keep leaving that part out.
So, you know how we do it here. We first have to download our winners before we could announce our winners. So our downloaded winners here are none other than Mashed. Congratulations, Mashed.
Congratulations, Mashed. I thought you were saying mashed potatoes. I was waiting.
My brain wanted to say mashed potatoes. That's probably because I'm hungry.
Hey, there he is. Mashed it. Congratulations.
Their username is just Mashed. And then our next winner here is Tankz0rz 22. Congratulations, Tankz0rz.
Congratulations. You both will be receiving the Type 5 Kato and the very exclusive, shiny, like just squeaky cleaned garage slots.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Personally cleaned by Mr. Bam himself.
Yes, it's if I look like I'm sweating on stream, it's not because I'm nervous. I just got out of the garage here.
Awesome. Well, I think that about wraps it up for us this week here. Thank you very much for everyone who joined our stream today, and hopefully you saw some neat stuff on our stream. And we'll definitely be back on Tuesday, so go ahead and join us then for our community stream. If you're watching on Twitch, go ahead and stick around. We're going to go ahead and raid one of our community contributors. For everyone else, we'll see you on the battlefield. And why don't we go ahead and roll those tapes one more time,
Let's see it. Yes.
I love the trailer. So have a great one, everyone.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
敵車両燃料に引火した模様です。
離体復旧。もう動ける。